All right, so Victor's out for the season. Has a deep vein thrombosis in his right shoulder. What does that mean for them? Well, first, hopefully he's able to recover 100% and get back to the player we know him to be, and that this is just a little bump in the road and he can continue his career where he left off starting next season. But what does that mean for the Spurs for the rest of this year? I think it means you can go about it two ways, right? You can continue to try to make that playoff slash play-in push with De'Aaron Fox and Chris Paul leading the way, because I think they're fully capable of rising the play of the other individual talent you have on this team, such as Keldon Johnson, Devin Vassell, Stephon Castle, and Jeremy. Those players are fully capable of stepping up to the plate and having increased roles and giving you the production that would allow you to still make that play-in. Or say you don't want to go that route from an organizational perspective. Then you could look at it to say, let's try to lose as many games as possible. Not that we're trying to promote losing, but let's not act like that's not something that happens in the league. But if they do go that route, they have their first round pick in this upcoming draft, as well as the first round pick of the Atlanta Hawks in this upcoming draft. So they could get creative and say they get 2 top 5 picks, or they get a 7 or a 10. They're going to, regardless if they finish off the season terrible like the Hawks are bound to, and maybe San Antonio will if that's the route they want to go, they could very much have 2 lottery picks in this upcoming draft. Who knows? Maybe you attach some young talent that you have on your team with those 2 first-round picks and try to get the number 1 or the number 2 pick and maybe potentially get a Cooper Flag. Who knows? It could potentially happen if you play your cards right. So I would say this isn't necessarily the end-all, be-all for their franchise, because this could very much be a blessing in disguise for how the rest of their season goes. So it's all about which route they want to go. I would more likely expect them to still try to compete, being that they have De'Aaron and Chris Paul, but who knows, that they may not gel in the way that's manageable for them to still be able to compete and make the play-in. And if they don't, then they should fully commit to trying to get the best pick possible. So we'll see what happens, but I think regardless, their future is going to be bright. God willing that Victor's able to come back and be the player we know he is.